Okay, take two. I was too long-winded. I bet it was at 29 minutes. For some bizarre reason, 29 minutes my camera just closes down. Or it's possible that the memory card is full, which I did clean it up. But that was all the Democrats. And I wanted to continue on my thread of thinking that we need to focus on new people coming in. Seated. Let's seat and elect people that are not connected to the Democrat Party apparatus. They are the most corrupted because they're the most closely associated in Politico. What do you call that? They're on the wrong side. They're not on the people's side. They're lying to the people, and they're hanging on the inside of the elite establishment. And then they all back the corporate elites, Democrats, on the national level, and then follow orders like good little German Nazis. No wonder they're standing with the Ukraine Nazis. They take orders just like the German people did with the German Nazis on the national Democrat level. So Multnomah County Board, thank God we get to vote a new chair. Jesus, was so tired of Deb Kafore. My God. Leaf blowing bans and wood smoke bans. Well, you know who wanted to burn, who did advance the idea? Jessica Vega Peterson. She's the one that came up with this great push to ban the fireplace wood smoke. So your wood smoke, now your fireplace, you can't burn wood smoke in Multnomah County without having the wood smoke police come and raid you and haul you off to a gulag somewhere downtown in Multnomah County. And that was Jessica Vega Peterson. She thought that was great. She thought banning leaf blowers was the most priority and the most pending crisis we have. Teenager girls are dropping dead from fentanyl overdoses. Suicides are at all-time high with our teens and youth from what these Democrat policies did to the mandates, shutting them down and telling them they're all going to die from a boogeyman cold. It's traumatized these youth. These are the people we need to vote out. She should not be the chair. If you guys elect her to the chair, I'm going to be really disappointed. You're in worse shape than I thought you Democrats were. And I know you're on life support. But man, if you vote in her, the leaf blower banning, wood smoke banning loon, you suck. And then there's Lori Stegman. She's down there now. She wants to be the chair. Hell no. And then the Sharia Mayfield. You got Sharia Mayfield. I mean, look at her. Good God. I'm not a doctor, but oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. I can tell a woman that needs a good trained psychotherapist when I see it. And that's Sharia Mayfield. Have you seen her commercials? She stands in these blue tarp little communities and goes, "Do you deserve this? Do we deserve this? Do we deserve this? You deserve this, Ted." It's like, oh, shut the fuck. She's got some beef against the police. I don't know if she was arrested somewhere or some sort of mistaken, I don't know what, but she wrote about it somewhere that she's got a friggin' beef with the police. That's the last person you need in Multnomah County chair. You don't need that. You've got a lot of pressing issues that really need somebody at least neutral with the Portland Police and neutral with the Multnomah County Sheriffs. I mean, you're the chair of the fucking Multnomah County, right? You can't be a hater and do a good job there. Now, this guy here, he's been around forever. I'm actually friends with him on Facebook, although he never says anything. Bruce Broussard. He's a conservative dude. I've seen some of his comments before Oregon Live shut down all their comment section. Which, that was the stupidest fucking thing the Oregonian ever did. What a great way to be like the Portland's town square was the comment section of the Oregonian. And, I could jump in there and deflect. I could jump in there and spin things to a positive. I loved it. But it was a hostile, toxic environment. It was kind of like Twitter. And I think the Oregonian, they just got tired of censoring the comments. Like it was a full-time job, somebody said. But Oregonian, you really fucked up getting rid of that comment section. Well, I think it was Bruce Broussard. Everybody chimed in. Anybody and everybody would chime in on a comment. So I like him. I would, if I were to encourage anybody, I would say Bruce Broussard. I'd have to do a little more digging on him, but I think I'm friends with him on Facebook. I just wish he post more. He doesn't, or comment. I mean, thumbs up, thumbs down. Tell me what's on your mind, you know. Otherwise, I think you're CIA or some weird bot. So there's Derry Jackson. You got Commissioner District 2, Derry Jackson. I recognize that guy. I like him too, actually. And then you got Commissioner District 2, Shushila Jayapal. Not a fan. I say go with Derry Jackson. That's exactly a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Get rid of the incumbent. I don't care how much you love her. You thought she was great. She's got awesome cookie recipes that you fucking love. I don't care what it is. I don't care if your kids played track and field together. We need some new people. So you got Elizabeth Taylor, Jennifer McGurk. She wants to be the auditor. So for the sheriff, thank God we're getting a new sheriff, man. Jesus. God almighty, don't get me started on the usual suspect. What a Gomer pile. Derek Peterson or Nicole Morrissey O'Donnell. I don't know. Now, auditor, got Simon Reed, Reddy, or Brian Setzler. I like Brian Setzler. I like that guy a lot. He was at Hempstock. Dude is super, super cool. So then you got Commissioner Position 2, Dan Ryan. Dan Ryan, he grew on me. I like him now. I like him now until something goes sideways. He grew on me. To be honest, I didn't like him. I don't know if that was another one that Sam Adams had endorsed and put out a bunch of flashy color mailers. I got so many mailers that year, that 2 years back. But I really thought, man, this guy's a Gomer. This is a Gomer pile. But you know what? He's done some good things, and I think his heart's in the right place. He shared a story about he had a brother that died that was battling substance and homelessness. That's all I needed to hear. I've got a lot of friends and family that have crossed over, and a whole bunch of them were houseless and battling substance abuse. That was it for me, you know. And he's been pretty good. He's not, you know. I don't want to criticize him too much. It's I like Mingus Maps too, and I think they have developed a political, you know, strength, solidarity, and that means a lot too. So you got some other newcomers there, you know, and I don't want to sound hypocritical. I mean, if you want to vote someone else new in, there's this Chris Bummer guy. I mean, the dude looks spooky to me. His occupation, he's a member of the working class. Who the fuck says that? Is this Comrade Bummer? We don't need a Comrade Bummer in seat 2. Fuck no. Get the fuck out. And then you got position 3, anybody but Joanne Hardesty. I don't care who you vote for. Anybody but Joanne. How you doing, boss?
Good.
What's going on?
That's awesome. I like your job.
It's not a job yet. I haven't figured out how to make any money yet. I'm just sharing my
That's
That's
awesome.
How you been?
I've been.
You're riding my bike there. I can see you. Where'd you get my bike?
Is that yours?
Looks like my bike.
It's not.
I need my bike back.
You know
Somebody took my bike.
Well, check it out though. No, it's not yours. I had so many bikes in my life, and this is the only bike that rides so fast.
This guy's like running for sheriff. He's almost the mayor of South Foster.
Oh shit, I'm out of here. All right. See you later.
Take it easy, boss.
You, boss.
So you got Commissioner 3. You know, they say this Rene Gonzalez guy and this Vadem. I don't know. I liked Kim Cash, but you know what? She didn't return a phone call. I rarely call people and find out trying to ask what's going on with them. She didn't return a call. I mean, yeah, I know I'm probably a nothing burger, but the fuck are you doing if you're not going to return calls? I don't know, man. I did like her style. She's got a good look about her too. She just looks pro, kind of polished. I don't know. She's over there in North Tabor, which has just been savaged by crime and crazy shit. So you got Metro. Nobody's running against Council President Lynn Peterson. She's all right, but you know, she's got Merkley backing her. I go through here, and if Senator Merkley, little Mr. Mucky Muck, I mean, you know, Howdy Doody himself, if he's backed a candidate, that's the candidate to avoid, right? Because that tells you right there, anywhere the Howdy Doody, I'm Senator Merkley, I brought $2 million to Deb Kafore, and I don't know what she's going to do with it, but it's going to be great because it's a safe place for the houseless. Senator Merkley. And he's got his fingerprints all over these Democrat operatives. You can see the establishment. You can see the people that are captured. They're probably compromised too. You can see the people that are the ones that are probably going to be voted in because they have that fingerprint of establishment, corporate Democrat establishment, polished turd of progressivism, right? They're going to call themselves environmentalists, going to call themselves progressive, but yet here they are all rallied carrying water for one of the 40-year-old racist Joe Biden. Mr. Segregationist himself, right? Joanne Hardesty, the lifelong civil rights attorney, who's she excited and voted for? Biden, the great segregationist, right? Right? Sick. Sick. That's politics in Portland. That's politics in this country. We got to flip that shit up on its head. In Oregon, I'm looking at you at doing it. So the only other thing I want to say here, because I already know I'm so long that this is the second take, is you got so the Republican governor, you got people like this, which is just stunning. Bill Sizemore. Bill Sizemore is getting back in the game. When I looked at that, I was like, holy shit, he must have had a severe head injury. Who the fuck would vote for Bill Sizemore? Well, we'll see. I mean, I think the guy went to prison for tax evasion. Hey, listen, I respect the tax resistor. I really do, you know. I mean, there's a lot of arguments to be made. But if you're making millions of dollars and you're just a stupid dipshit that didn't pay its taxes and you went to prison for not paying your taxes, what the fuck are you doing running for governor? What the fuck? Holy shit. Bud Pierce, you know, I'm telling you, the Republican governors, they all look at Tim McCloud. Look at Tim McCloud. Look at that. That guy looks as real as it gets, man. Republican, running for governor. He says he's an advocate for vulnerable Oregonians. He said he was homeless. He said he was an American who's overcome homelessness while raising a family. Attended school full time. I mean, that's my guy. I mean, that's my guy. But you got Carrie McKeeston. She's got a good look. I like her. And then you got Brandon Merritt. I have no idea. Christensen. Now Jessica Gomez. Look at this angel. Jessica Gomez. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Founder and CEO, entrepreneur. I can't remember the name. It was Smart Chips. So she's got this smart chip business, which is exactly what we need. We don't need Intel. We don't need more Intel, Governor Brown. We don't need more smart chips from some corporate, mega, multi-corporation, multinational conglomerate like fucked up Intel. We need Jessica Gomez's type of small business smart chips. That's what we need. And she did it. And she inspired, she doesn't know this yet because I haven't had any communications with her, but she actually inspired a painting. And I'm calling it Spicy Cyborg Governor or the Smart Chips, where it's not her exact, but she did inspire it. So it's half cyborg woman and then half kind of a Jessica Gomez, half and half. She doesn't know that yet, that's her, or inspired by her. And then you got Mark Thielman. Now Thielman, I like Thielman. Mark Thielman has got that feel about him like he's a real cowboy. You know, he doesn't wear a cowboy hat, although he did have a guy working security with him at an event down at the waterfront with a cowboy hat. And I think he's running for sheriff somewhere, like Marion County or something. I like that guy too. You know, it's like, what's that, Yuma Huckleberry? What was that? What was that film? I mean, that sounds kind of cheesy, you know, with the, yeah, the alarm works great. It works good, Larry. Man, it's getting noisy. It's time for me to go inside and hide. No. But Mark Thielman, I do like him too. But you know what? If I do pull this little sneaky switcheroo and I register Republican to vote for this primary, which I might do. I don't know. I might do that. I've never done that before in my life. I've always thought people that did that were just fake, phony pieces of shit, just very ingenuine. I just don't respect it. I don't respect the establishment political scene in itself. But if I do that, I'm gonna have to go with Gomez. I'm gonna have to go with Jessica Gomez because she is exactly what Oregon needs of mending the two factions of major corporate political establishment, as well as being from cultural diversity, very important in Oregon, and to handle all of these leaf blower banning, wood smoke banning, all women. There's like 50 women on the Multnomah County Commission. I think there's only 5, but it feels like 50 women there, and they're all just like, men are our problem. And it's like, oh, good. And then speaking of polished turds, Bob Tiernan. I mean, is this just like we're getting haunted from the spooks of the past here in Oregon? Bob Tiernan, the infamous Bob Tiernan, whose great plan was Measure 11 to lock up juveniles and hold the judge's hands handcuffed because Bob Tiernan wanted to make sure that all these young kids went to prison. Holy fuck. That's the last person Oregon needs. I mean, all around. You put a turd like that in Oregon and the Republicans will be nothing. They will be worth nothing. They will waste every last drop of the political capital, power, the illusion to be diplomatic. Gone. Bob Tiernan is not your guy. And I sure in the hell hope you Republicans know that, because you're gonna fuck yourselves if you go with old Bobby Tiernan. That guy's I didn't know. I didn't even think he was still alive. I thought we got rid of him. I thought he was dead, buried. And then you got this one here. She's very polished, and she's very beautiful too. And she's got a bachelor in arts. It's like, wow. Is she married? No, I'm kidding. But and she's pretty amazing too. I've seen her commercials. She's got some great PR working her commercials. But she ain't got nothing on Jessica Gomez, man. Gomez is my lady. And she's got kids and married, and he seems like a very cool dude. I'd love to meet them, actually. If she's the nominee, I'm going to go. I'll work for their campaign for free. For sure. I mean, I'm serious. And I don't think I've ever worked for a Republican. I can't think of it. I voted for Trump last 2020. I voted for Trump. I couldn't vote for Biden, and my own Green Party, they wheeled out some commie socialist 100-year-old fuck in a wheelchair. Howie Hawkins, a douche teamster. Fuck. So I went with Trump, but I didn't work for him. I didn't send him any money, and but to actually work for Jessica Gomez would be a real turning point in my political career. I've just shared. I'm openly talking and considering of registering Republican just so I can vote in this primary. I mean, that's outstanding. for me. I've never done that before in my life. But that is the essence of what is in front of us. That is the palette of colors on our artist plate that we're dealing with in 2022, looking at 2024. The fate of our state is in your hands. The fate of the country will be in your hands in 2024. We've got to vote out these incumbents, and we've got to get some new, real people, freedom-loving, liberty-loving people. And it sure in the hell ain't going to come from the Democrat Party apparatus. It's controlled top down. They're as predictable as a high tide at the ocean. That's not a good thing. People drown at the ocean. High tides. That was a weird metaphor. Anyway, check it out. Be strong. Peace and beans. Love and light. Love and light. All right. Checking out from the fog of the Russian smoke, Portland, Oregon. People's Republic of Multnomah County.